Hi everyone, welcome to my other channel, The Journey of Love. I pulled out some cards and I basically asked God, what is the conversation? What reading would you like me to do for the collective that come to the videos on this channel? And I've pulled out a couple cards, and basically the answer here is it's time for you to get out of a situation of disappointment. This is a disappointment that you have in a friend or a lover here. Right? Journey of love. There's a lot of people that we can have in our lives that are about love. These are the two cards that literally came out when I said, what is the reading going to be? What are we going to do a reading about, God, today? What is the theme of this reading? It is time to get out of this situation of disappointment. It is time to come out of a cycle here where you feel like your pail has spilled over, where it might feel like your emotions too are disregarded. Maybe that's part of that, because it's almost like the pail got knocked over and all of the liquid inside the pail just spilled over onto the ground. So this is emotional disappointment, right? As particularly when we're talking about, a friend or a lover here. It's time to move past that. It's time to start allowing your heart to sing with joy. It's time to find passion in life here. Now, if that is passion that you find with another person, I don't know. It could be passion that you find in something around you in your life, something that you have a lot of passion for. It is very important that you allow your heart to start singing at this time, to sing with joy, to find joy. What brings joy for you into your life? It's time to get out of this feeling of disappointment. It's time to start changing situations. A situation that occurred for you that involved some type of disappointment here between yourself and another, that situation no longer exists. Maybe there's still ramifications for it for some of you. Maybe there's some certain consequences that are still playing out, but it's an emotional state that is tied to a significant specific event. And that significant specific event is over, and it is time to get kind of like back on your feet here. It is to really like focus on the things that bring you great joy. How can your heart sing? What can you do today that allows your heart to sing? I'm kind of feeling like here that these are energies that are debilitating you. They might be stifling your creativity. They might be stifling your manifestation. They could be stifling your opportunities here to meet people, to get out and really explore joy, maybe even connect. Maybe there's an angel. Maybe there's an angel here waiting to connect with you. Oh, sorry, I'm grabbing another deck. I didn't get like a lot of sort of confirmation on ahead of time the decks we're going to use. So I figure that means I have to get into the energy here to really turn on the camera and just start working with you guys. So what is an energy? So we know what the energy should be leaning away from. What is a good way to help them lean forward? What is a good energy here to help the collective lean forward? Wow, indecision. It is time to make a decision. So with indecision, like, I know it sounds, oh my God, easy. Just noticing I paused it at 3:33. That's interesting. I swear, every time I've tried to make this video, I've had so many interruptions. So hopefully that is the last one. It's funny, even though this card says indecision, it's kind of talking about like this is an important time to make a decision. You've come to this point in time here where you need to make a decision about something. I'm wondering if it has something to do with socializing. I'm not sure. It could have something to do with getting out and socializing. Like that also talks about, this is an important time to do that as well. Like, right, this is the energy that you should lean towards, that you should lean into. Try to move away from this disappointment here because it's not beneficial for you. And I don't know, there could be more than one person here that you're feeling a lot of disappointment around. It could be a friend and a lover. This indecision card is also, though, talking about, what we find in relationships with friends and lovers. So that's also kind of funny here because we're talking about this Venus energy. Venus in Libra. How do we find balance in your life? Where do you go? Where can you go? Can you connect with people that bring you great joy? I'm kind of thinking some of you here, it might be a little push here to get out and meet people. Could be it too. It could be getting out and meeting people. What do we have? At the bottom we have extremism. Mercury in Scorpio. Oh, there could have been some sort of a storyline here that one was determined to convey to another, or a storyline that you feel like someone was pushing onto you in the past. Let's read it, actually. Let's read indecision for you. Now, right, we're going to talk, it's going to talk about Venus in Libra. Maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you have come to this reading actually do have Venus in Libra. But this is all sort of like the advice to you in terms of where you can lean forward. In Libra, Venus is at home, as this is the sign she rules in company with Taurus, whereas Taurus is concerned with the pleasure of material possessions. For Libra, people are of utmost importance. All Librans work hard at keeping their relationships harmonious and balanced. Sociable and popular, they do most things best in teamwork and partnerships. Environment is important to people with this personality type too. Even on a limited budget, they are able to make their home surroundings tasteful and pleasant. So that could also be something like maybe you're not really feeling like you want to go out and do things, but how can you make your home? You don't even have to spend anything. It's even talking about how a Libran can be really thrifty with what resources they have around them that can make their home feel really, really nice and comfortable. A love of harmony taken to extreme, however, can lead to constant attitude of giving in to achieve peace, and given too many alternatives in matters of relationships, the Venus Libran will waffle intermittently before making a decision. Fortunately, people with this combination usually make a very happy marriage, often with someone they can take on as both friend and lover. So how interesting is that? Oh, disappointment. Okay. Maybe for some of you, the people that you've had relationships with, and if we're talking romantic here, maybe they've been lovers, but they're not really people that you would consider your friend. Or there could be instances where you have had a friend and maybe they've been interested in you romantically, but you have not felt that way about them. So it may not just be about a disappointment in one person. It could just be a disappointment in general in lovers and friends here. The social abilities of Venus Librans provide them with good opportunities for dealing with the public, and work in liaison and personal areas could be profitable. This planet sign combination also has a very strong link with the world of music and with musicians. If this card is drawn, it suggests that the questioner has come to a stage at which a decision is imperative. There has been much dithering back and forth over an important matter, and now the time has come to be firm and take the consequences. The events that this could be around is a large social gathering, a wedding, a difficult decision to make, a business partnership in the arts, an artist lover. So what is the decision you have to make? Or maybe some of you are seeing somebody even. Maybe some of you are seeing someone who is an artist or a musician, and this person is not fulfilling. You're disappointed. You're disappointed in this person. I have not picked out a tarot deck either. It's kind of nice to have the moment of just like stand still for a second in your reading. I'm not kidding. Every time I sat down to do this today, I was constantly getting interrupted, whether it was the cat, the dog, the doorbell, or whatever it was. All right. It's time to get out of a situation. Wow. Temperance. You could just be waiting. You could be waiting for someone here, and this is no time to wait. It's time to get out of a situation of waiting. It's time to get out of a situation of holding on, of staying put. Show me about this disappointment in a friend or a lover. Oh my God. The Devil. This is like an addiction. Is this like an addiction? It could be someone you were even married to with the Devil as well. Someone that you are married to. Tell me more about the Devil. Disappointment in a friend or lover. The King of Cups. Maybe this is like an emotional manipulator. Could be a water sign. The World. And the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is somebody who never opened up to you about their feelings. This person might feed... There's something here where I feel like some sort of addictive quality has taken over for you. Some sort of an addictive quality has taken over. There's a long wound around this. This feels like something that has gone on for a really long time. And when I say that, I feel like it's years. I feel like this is something that has gone on for years here for somebody. Show me the Temperance. It's time to get out of this situation of just alchemizing, waiting for things to happen. The Eight of Cups. The High Priestess. And the Ten of Wands. All right, there's something that has happened here between you and another person. And this other person looks like to me that there is a lot of emotional turmoil that comes in with this person for you. And there's two ways that it looks like you can kind of deal with that. You can either swim in that, or that you have been, and you can either swim in that emotional turmoil, or you find yourself, you know, I'm just going to emotionally detach here. And you're either one or the other, and both of them are not very productive for you. Both of them are sort of like turning you off to the opportunities that really do exist for you, that are positive opportunities here. Opportunities that, like, your heart feels like it's on fire, like in a really positive way. Your heart feels uplifted and excited. This situation of feeling burdened by your feelings isn't good for you. I feel like there's a cycle that you have been working through and closing off. I'm wondering if for some of you, this could be someone that you may have identified as like a soulmate, a divine partner, but I don't think they are. This person, I will say that there's definitely a soulmate connected to someone here, because this is a really big lesson that you've gone through with another individual. And that's not something that you're going to go through with just anybody. But there's been a long wound here. And I want to say that this is something that maybe has even played out in lifetimes. Can you give me more on this Nine of Wands? You're definitely carrying something here that you shouldn't be. The Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. I don't know, some of you may have been trying to manifest reciprocity here between yourself and another person. It's really, honestly, guys, it's time to step out of this. This is a very detrimental energy. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Find a passion in life. Geez, the Knight of Wands. This is like really ignite yourself. Ignite yourself. Seek, search, find joy. The Two of Pentacles in balance. Very Libran. The Five of Swords. Wow, and the Empress. You can't be, you can't be this, or held back in this negative energy. You can't hold this negative energy and hold the hope of a future. You can't hold them together. You can't win with that. That's not going to happen. You can't hold past disappointments. You can't let them define you while you're also working towards like a really positive future for yourself. That's impossible. You really got to let go of a situation here that is not benefiting you. Because when you really allow your heart and your soul to sing and really allow joy into your life, that is where you really step into your own divine energy. I mean, something ended here. Something came to an ending. And to me, it feels like what came to a natural conclusion, that created or it stirred up some type of deep wound here that you've been working through. I kind of too, when I see readings like this, to this extent where I can see that you're in this energy or this is something that you're dealing with and spirit is sort of telling you, you need to go in this direction. You need to go in this direction. It's kind of like if you've been doing shadow work, if you've been trying to heal or understand something. God is stepping in and saying, listen, you cannot do any more shadow work that's going to be beneficial to you at this point. You cannot try to understand something anymore than what you already do for it to be beneficial. Like if you keep overthinking this isn't healthy for you. If you keep doing hermit mode, this isn't healthy for you. That is really what's coming out in this reading. Like this is a cycle that you need to put to rest. And you need to allow it. So, right. So that is that part of the decision here. Is this something that you've been hanging on to? What is the decision here that the collective really needs to make? Jeez Louise, the Queen of Wands. Take control of your life here. Be brave and bold. Recognize your worth. Be creative. Stand in your power. Sit in your power. The Three of Cups. The Page of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. You know, there could be some people here you need to cut out too. I don't know who that is, but there could be some people here that you need to cut out. There could even be the idea, or it could even be watching for someone here. It could be watching for someone. You need to cut that out. You need to stop watching for someone. Stop looking for this person. I feel like my Gemini rising is coming through really strong in this reading. Like I was just like, I gotta tell you, you need to stop looking for this person. You need to stop watching for this person. I think a lot of you need to let this person go. This Three of Cups. The Five of Wands. Oh my God, the Seven of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I also, this feels like to me, okay, what I'm getting with this card is it feels like to me, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, maybe I'll run into this person. Like this is almost like a subconscious thought that might be a little bit conscious. If I run into this person today, or yeah, there's a possibility. How do I want to look if I run into them today? Or how do I, it's weird. It's almost got like this feeling of how do I present myself in case I run into this person, in case I meet up with this person again, or how can I find myself in a place where this person will be too? And I want to say it's not weird. Like it's not coming across like some sort of like a stalking kind of energy. It's more like it's affecting your thought process. It's affecting your thought process. It's an underlying thought process here. It could also be if something isn't happening between you and another person, or if this person has done things that have been very disappointing, it's not making excuses as to why nothing's happening between you or why this person has been a disappointment here. It is so important to recognize your value. So I don't know. I'm feeling too like there's some sort of circumstance that has taken place here that has maybe made you feel a little bit less than, and you're allowing yourself to be, you're allowing yourself to be placed or stay stuck in a cycle or a mental space that is really below where you're meant to be right now. The Page of Swords. The Moon. Oh my God, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're watching for, and the Eight of Pentacles. I don't know. This could be somebody that you work with. There could be somebody you know where this person's place of work is. I don't know. It just feels like you need to stop doing this. And whatever those consequences are, you need to face them. And it feels like that those consequences are going to be much better for you than the consequences that you're creating for yourself now. Because this devil is just terrible. It's terrible. The Queen of Swords. Look at things for what they are. It's reminding me a little bit. I don't know whose reading it was on my other channel this week on the Zodiac. Shit, the King of Swords. The Star. Oh, see, then you're going to see something. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah, no. There is a really beautiful blessing here that the universe wants to bring into your life. There's a chain of events that need to take place that you might be stopping yourself from participating in. Like you're kind of postponing these chain of events from taking place. This is a blessing. This is a King and Queen of Swords energy here. These are two people that may both be divorced or they've been in past long-term relationships, or one or both or the other could be a widow or a widower here. This is somebody who is very similar to you. This is someone who also has a very similar mindset. There could be something significant in terms of air placements here for you. We have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Oh. This is looking at some sort of dream of love and getting a different perspective on it. You could have been through something here that was, you were meant to explore the definition of love. You were meant to explore sort of dreams and ideas. But I'm kind of feeling like, too, it's meant to change your perspective. Meant to change your perspective here. Some of you could be dealing with, well, yeah, you could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini. We do have Taurus and Libra. Aquarius. I think I said that. Didn't I ever say that or no? Well, that's what I have. I feel like it was like a tough love talk. Like, that's what Spirit wanted to do with you guys today. It's a tough love talk. There you go, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting my new channel. Well, it's not really new. But anyways, thank you. Until next time, everybody, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.